Hello, hello. Hey, Bill. Hey, Bo. Hey, Aaron. Hey, DRS. Hello, lurkers. How is everybody? Hey, Jason. Sorry, we're on a different day this week. My insomnia reared its ugly head yesterday. Hey, Matthew. So we had to reschedule for today.
That's kind of my fault because I passed out too.
But we're here. That's all that matters.
I had injections yesterday.
So we got a few minutes. Gonna let people filter in, then we'll get going. Got a lot to get to tonight, so we're gonna be going through stuff fast. I need to shave. My face is itchy.
I told you to do that before the stream.
So what's everybody up to? Yeah, I believe so.
What?
We have a package for Aaron, right?
Yes.
What is it?
It's a box.
Yeah, you still got a box here.
It's a small flat rate.
Got a 1925 Canada 5-cent metal detector. Nice. That's a tougher one to get. Hopefully it's not too tore up. I'd like to get into metal detecting someday. It's just finding the money to afford to get a decent one and finding the time to actually do it. But someday, hopefully. Thinking EF on it. That's not bad. Let's see. See, 1925, only 201,921 were minted. If it's extremely fine, that's a $225 coin. Now, if it has any environmental damage on it as well, of course, you're going to want to knock that down to the VF pricing, which should still be a $125 coin. So that was definitely a good find. Yeah, you got yourself a good one there. Yeah, some metals do definitely withstand the elements better than others, and nickel is one of them. Brass, of course, brass can be out there forever, and it won't matter.
Careful.
Yep, that's why they put chrome on hot rods. And then bronze, gold, of course. Bronze if it's mixed properly. That's why they make like ship rudders and ship propellers out of bronze, is because they'll last forever if they're made right. Gold will, if gold doesn't get hit by rocks or, you know, a lot of rough abrasion from sand or anything like that, a gold coin can sit in the bottom of the ocean for 1,000 years and it's still going to look like a gold coin. It's just going to need to get cleaned up because, of course, you're going to have all of the grime and barnacles and all of that. But once you clean it up, it's just going to look like a gold coin. Yeah, go for it. I have no problem with that whatsoever. Alright, so as always, here's our Facebook link. Today's lot list is on Facebook. If you click that link, it will be the top post. You'll be able to see what's available today. For anybody who's new, here's our payment info. Make sure you check out all of the stuff in the description for all of the rules and everything. All payments are made through PayPal. Has to be goods and services only. Shipping is anywhere between $4 and $21, depending on the size of the package you have to be in. And then plus 20 if you want registered. And then, yeah, because registered is the only way you can actually insure coins. And be forewarned that even on registered, the post office is really hard to get to actually do an insurance claim. A lot of the times you'll only get your shipping back, and that's it. We know a guy here in town that he shipped $10,000 of gold that disappeared in the mail. It was sent registered, and it disappeared in the mail, and the only thing he ever got back was his shipping. So he was out the $10,000 of gold. He had to pay he had to pay the customer back. So altogether, he was out $20,000 because of the post office. Which I don't think they should do that with registered, because registered, every single person has to sign for it as it goes. So they should make whoever the last person to sign for it be the person responsible. I figured I'd mention that because we do currently have a registered package that is missing. So we're hoping it gets located. All right. So that's that. The sale on Friday. The Black Friday sale that we're doing. The auction that we're doing, that's all the varieties and errors. I will get that lot list mailed out to everybody by tomorrow night. I'm still deciding if I'm going to allow pre-sales on it. If I do, there's going to be a price next to it that's going to be the bin price, which is the price you're going to have to do if you want to just do it flat out, buy it now. Because that is actually going to be a straight up auction. There's only like 4 or 5 lots in there that aren't going to start at $1. So make sure you guys come check that out. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Let's see. Matthew, I would say that's closer to a VG to a fine. Probably closer to fine. Yeah, that's about a fine. But still, I mean, even in a fine, it was still like a $75 coin. So it's still a good find. Hey, Rosebud. All right, so normally we, every one of our lot lists, excuse me, if you ever counted, is 115 lots. And we usually sell about 30 in pre-sales. So we end up with 85 lots left, roughly, for the stream. So this week we only sold 4 lots in pre-sales. So we have 111 lots to get to. So I'm going to be doing the speed version of it. Everything is going to be up for about 30 to 45 seconds. So if you want it, jump on it. For those of you that are new, this is not an auction. This is a sale. Everything is buy it nows. And whoever can type the fastest is the one that gets it. Hey, it sounds like you need to keep hitting up that park. All right. So as always, we are starting off with currency. Kicking off, we got an oldie that's uncirculated. This is a 1922 1 krone from Austria, uncirculated. Going for $5. There's your date right there. 1922. And blank on the back. Nope, no extra items tonight, Bill. And this one's going to Aaron. Congrats, Aaron. Rosebud, if you want the list, send me an email and say you want to be on the mailing list. I mail out the lot list 2 or 3 days before every sale. As soon as you get the lot list in your email, you can start pre-purchasing. Just like with the sales, pre-purchases are first come, first serve. So the first person that sees it and emails me is the one that gets it. By the way, email is right down there below the Punk Penguin. If anybody needs it. Next up, another oldie. This one is a 1939 5 franc from France. And this one's going for $4. Any takers at $4? 1939. Was that Barry?
Yes. He's like, I'm near your house. I'm like, can't do it now.
Just opened a 20 franc with the same lady. All right, moving on. All right, next up, this is one we very rarely ever get. This is from 1943. This is a French West Africa 10 francs. Going for $3, and this one's going to Jason.
Congrats, Jason.
Congrats, Jason. Hey, Hidden. Jason beat you. By the way, everybody, today is Hidden's birthday, so everybody say happy birthday. That was Jason. Yeah, we got a number of banknotes today. These are from that new batch I was telling you guys about that has a lot of stuff we don't normally get. Hey, read it, Edge. Next up, 1992 100 ruble uncirculated from Belarus. Got that cool bowl on it. Or buffalo. Whatever the heck that thing is. This one's going to Bo. Congrats, Bo. Alright, we got another one from the same year. 1992. This one is the 10 ruble. Let you know if we get another French West African note. We might have one. I'd have to look. That's like a bobcat, I believe. This one's going for $2. If we have it, it's going to be in that stack of the new stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Any takers for $2? Nobody wants the kitty? Alright, I guess the kitty and her cub are going to stay homeless. Moving on. Oop. Put the marker back in there. Get back in there. Next up, from 1982, an uncirculated 25 dinar from Iraq. It's a very neat looking banknote right there. And you have the bonus of the fact that you don't have to actually translate the date, which is right there. Going to Bo. Congrats, Bo. Next up, it's another one we rarely ever get. It's a 2006 $10 banknote from Zimbabwe. Pay the bearer on demand $10 on or before July, the 31st of July 2007. This is when they were trying to do the currency squish, because they were passing those $10 trillion notes and $100 trillion notes, so they were trying to get a handle on that. So let's go for $2.
It was the Belarus, right? No, that you wanted?
The French West Africa, if there's any more.
I didn't see it.
Going to Impan. Congrats, Impan.
That was Belarus.
You waited too long, Aaron. All right, next up, this one is a first. We've never had one from this country before. This is an uncirculated 1978 10 Cetus from Ghana. Hello, hello. We've never had a banknote from Ghana before. Smoking that peace pipe. And this one's going to Impan. Congrats, Impan. You gotta be a little quicker, Rosebud. Next up, this is a freaking awesome looking banknote. 1997, 10 gulden from the Netherlands, uncirculated. That's transparent right there. It's got like a window almost. Or no, that's not the transparent one. Never mind. That's just a holographic foil right there. And this one is going to Aaron. Congrats, Aaron. Hayden, you were way too late. '80s retro. All right, next up, 1943 one gulden from the Netherlands. This one's not uncirculated, but I mean, this thing's like high EF to AU. This thing is in really good shape. But we're still doing it just for $2. And this one's going to M-Pan. Bill, I think you're losing the bandwidth battle. Because you're sliding in right behind them by like a split second every time. All right, we had one of these a week or two ago, and there were other people that wanted it. So we got another one. This is that Russian Tsarist set. It's the 1898 through 1909. There is something slightly different with this one. Last time it was the 1898 and then all the rest were 1909s. If you remember. This one's still got the 1898 is the... That's the 1 ruble. But then this one does have 1905 in it. And this one's going to Aaron. Which is right there. Here, this one does have 1905. It's a 3 ruble. Congrats, Aaron. Oh, and Aaron, your 5 ruble on this one is uncirculated, dude. That has never been circulated. That thing is crisp. So you're getting that little bonus. All right, we got some U.S. currency today. And we got some old Civil War U.S. currency. 1863 50-cent fractional currency note, Civil War era. Going for $30. For those of you that like to collect Civil War era items, here you go. Yeah, this thing's actually in pretty decent shape. I mean, it's got a little rough on the edge right here, as you can see. But, I mean, you get up to, like, you know, EF and AU on these things, you're in the hundreds of dollars. Uncirculated, you're pushing $1,000 for one of these things. Looking for $30, anyone? Last call. Oh, I thought sure somebody would snag that up. All right, moving on. All right, next item, we have 2 available, and these are the last 2 the currency notes for tonight. These are the 1923 $1 silver certificate horse blankets. They're called horse blankets because of how big they are. These are the old, really big notes. These are going for $30 a piece. There's number 1 obverse, number 2 obverse.
Yeah, we don't have any of those right now.
No more right now?
Nope.
All right. Yeah, and we'll keep an eye out for some of those French West Africas for you. Don't have any more right at the moment. Any takers? If anybody wants them both, I'll give you a discount for both. I'll do it for $50 if anybody wants both. So if you,
off.
so if you do both, it makes them $25 each. There you go, or 50 for both. So this one is from the H run. And then this one's from the N run. Triple repeater if you're not superstitious. That could make it worth a bit more. Plus you got like, 2 and then 2 4s and then 3 6s. And a 1. So somebody might like that as being like a sequence note. Last call. Man, you guys have been asking for American currency, and we finally have some. You don't want it. I see how it is. Moving on. No more American currency for you. All right, next up, we got some medallions. $1982 World's Fair, Knoxville, Tennessee, bronze medallion, $3. Make sure I have the right one. Yes, I do. Right on. That is a cool looking medallion. I think that looks neat. Going to Jason. Congrats, Jason. Hidden, you know you got to be fast if you're going to be Jason on medallions. That guy loves his medallions. Next up, these are a couple of those U.S. history ones. So this one is in 1835, the Liberty Bell tolls the death of John Marshall. These are those large proof finish medallions. This one's going for $4. 2 Bill bets. Congrats, Bill. All right, and then the last medallion for tonight. In 1834, Cyrus McCormick patents his first reaper. For anybody who doesn't know what a reaper is, that's those huge plows that you used to see, like, the horses would pull it on the field. That's what a reaper was. This one's going for $4. And this one's going to Bo. I'm pretty sure the Reaper having the sickle was part of mythology long before that was ever invented. Could be wrong. Alright, next up, we've got a bundle of 8 British large pennies for $4. So you're getting 1967. Oop, side flip. 1962. 1938. 1921. 1920 with like a strong woody thing going on.
And Impan.
This one's going to Impan. Congrats, Impan. All right, you're also getting a 1919. You're getting a 1918. And you're getting a 1916. Congrats, sir. Come on, keyboard, catch up. All right. Next up. All right, we got 11 of these available tonight. You guys have been eating these things up lately. Hey, BK Gold. All right, these are the Widow's Mites. So these can range anywhere from 40 BC to 300 AD. The reason why is because historians can't agree on which ones it actually were. So for anybody who is a follower of the Christian faith, you might remember the story in the Bible of the woman that gave the only 2 coins she had, as opposed to the rich guy that gave a bunch of gold. That's where these got their name. These are the bronze prutas. These are going to be $10 each. We got 11 available. So these can be various different designs. Any takers? Ancient Roman bronze for $10 each. If you get a bunch, I'll give you a discount. If anybody gets like 3 or more, I'll give you $7 each.
Impan.
One going to Impan.
Do you care, Impan, which one?
I'll give you this one, Impan. I'll give you the one with the cross on the back. One going to Aaron. So that leaves 9 left. And again, if anybody gets 3 or more, I'll do them at $7 each.
Hi, Cajun Coin.
Hey, Cajun. Anybody else? 9 left. Compliment your Denetter silver. Some of these, if you put the work in, do have enough left in their design to be able to narrow it down on their dates. I just didn't feel like doing it. All right, last call on these. $10 each or $7 each if you get 3 or more. You're Ellen. Okay. Hi, Ellen. All right, moving on. Next, we got some old Canadian here. Starting with the half cents. These are the old bank token half cents. Kicking off with an 1837. Going for $10. This is the Quebec Bank. So for anybody who doesn't know what these are, before the Royal Canadian Mint was made, the different provinces had to make their own coins at the banks and distribute them. And that's what these are. So it's like their version of colonials. Like how we have like the New York copper and the Connecticut copper and all that. There we go. Now we're focused. You want more? $19.49 if I can find some. I will keep an eye out. You like the ship? Yeah, those are nice. Hey, Carl's Coins. All right, moving on. Also from 1837, this one is from the Citibank. This is the half cent. Going for $10. Okay, your dates are right down here.
It's hard to tell. What is it?
These are almost 200 years old. That is not bad condition for a 200-year-old bronze coin.
Yes.
All right, moving on to the 1838 half cent. This is Montreal. And that's like a VF at least.
It says Lower Canada.
Yeah, Lower Canada, Montreal. Any tickers at $10? All right, moving on to 1843, New Brunswick. This one's got Miss Vicky on it. This one's in a fine and going for $10. There you go, Aaron. There's another ship design for you. You can make a cool little Canadian ship collection. Last call. Can I do 8 on it? Yeah, I'll do 8 on it for you. Going to Aaron for 8. Congrats, sir. I was going to Aaron.
Okay. I just had a quick pee.
Next up, 1844 Montreal. This one is in very fine, approaching extremely fine. So this is going to be more like a VF Plus. That is in fantastic condition. This one's going for 15 bucks. It is not often you will find these things in that good a condition.
Right.
And that is still under list. I think it's under list by like 10 bucks. Any takers at 15? Man, nobody wants it, huh? All right, moving on. To 1852 Bank of Upper Canada. Over 10 bucks. These are those cool design of the Mountie on the horse stomping the dragon. Because, you know, they had a big dragon problem up there apparently.
Right.
So they created the Mounties to go take care of the dragons. That's that history they don't talk about, I guess. Alright, moving on to 1854 Bank of Upper Canada. By 1854, apparently they still hadn't quelled the dragon problem yet. They were still stomping up the dragons. Looking for 10 bucks. Man, no love for the half cents today, huh? Alright, moving on. Last one, 1856. This is from Nova Scotia. That is a VF. Lady Vicky. Going for 10 bucks. There's fantastic detail left on that one. Anybody? Will I do 8? I'll do 8 for you, Jason. Because I like you. Going to Jason for 8. Grazie. Alright. You're very welcome, sir. Moving on to Canadian large cents. Kicking off with 1859 and fine for 7 bucks. Going to Jason. Congrats, sir. Next up is the 1876 H. This one is in a fine. That H stands for Heaton and Sons. Heaton and Sons was a mint, a family-owned mint out of London.
Carl's Coins.
And this is going to Carl's Coins. And they actually minted a lot of various countries' coins back in the day. And next one, 1881 H. Another Heaton and Sons minted coin. $7. Your H right down there below the date. Any takers at 7. Going to Carl's Coins. Congrats, Carl. Alright, next up. Is 1887. This one is in VF Red Brown. Going for $8. Any takers? All right, moving on to 1888 in fine. Over $7. All right, moving on to the 1895. That's a typo. That's supposed to say 18, not 19. 1895 in fine, going for $7.
Hi, King and Queen.
Hey, King and Queen. All right, moving on to the 1899. This one is an extremely fine. Of course, camera's not going to do it justice, as usual.
And Carl.
This one's going to Carl. Congrats, Carl. And the next one is the 1900 and extremely fine. That was the last year of Lady Victoria on there. This is the Queen. And this one's going to Carl. Carl beat you, King and Queen. So that puts us now into the Edwards. Kicking off King Edward, 1901 in VF. Oh, nope, there was one more year of Vicky. My bad. And this one's going to silver nitrate. I forgot Victoria had one more year of... So it's actually 1902 starts Edward. How you doing, Silver? Hey, silver nitrate, all the 3 U.S. currencies are all still available if you wanted any of them. Next up's 1904. This one's going for $6. King Edward VII going to King and Queen. Congrats, King and Queen. You want it sent to Paul Hampton, or you're going to sell it to Paul Hampton? Next up's 1906 in VG, going for $6. And Diggers. All right, moving on to 1907 for $6. There you go, Aaron. You can be expecting a sexy Santa postcard from Silver Nitrate. Going to King and Queen. Congrats, King and Queen. And next up, 1908. $1908 going for $6. Go to King and Queen. Yeah, don't kill yourself just to get a coin, dude. If there's any of them that don't sell that you wanted, just let me know when you get home. I do not condone texting while driving.
Neither do I.
Next up, 1909. Go for $6. See what you did, Silver Nitrate? Now you gotta go out and buy a ball gag. Anybody on the 1909? All right, moving on to the 1910. This one's going to Carl. Congrats, Carl. The three you have are so last year, man. You need a new one. Next up, 1911. Going for $5. These are into the King George now. King George V. Man, you live in Hawaii. If you send us one, it better be the coconut bra. All right, moving on to the 1912. This is the 1912. This one is in VF, going for $6. $6 for a VF. How can you go wrong?
Huh?
Aye. Going to King and Queen. Congrats, King and Queen. Next up, 1913.
Mark that on the sheet.
1913 in fine for $5. All right, moving on to the 1914 in VF. Going for $6. Going to Carl. Congrats, Carl. And then we'll follow that one up with a 1915 in VF for $6. And going to Carl. Congrats, Carl. Next up is 1917 in fine. Going for $5. Moving on to the 1918 in fine for $5. Going to King and Queen. Congrats, King and Queen. All right, next one up is the nicest one I have seen in a while, and I'm giving you a great price on it. 1919 in Extremely Fine Plus. I've got that at an EF Plus. $7. Going to King and Queen. Congrats, King and Queen. And the final date of the large cents. Yeah, that one definitely had some of that Woody effect going on. Is the 1920 $5. Going to Aaron. Congrats, Aaron. All right, that does it for Canada for the large cents. Next up, we are moving over to Marshall Islands for a bit. Next one up, we got two available. These are the 1988 $5 Proof Lake finish. These are going for $5 each. There's two available. Commemorating the launch of Space Shuttle Discovery. And here is number 2.
Aaron, do you want one or two? Since you were first.
Do you have a preference, Aaron, or do you care? 1, 2.
Two.
Number 2. All right. So that one's going to Aaron. That one's going to King and Queen. Bo was too slow. Too slow, Bo. All right. Next up. Again, we got 2 available. You like space stuff? So do I. Well, here's some more space stuff. 1989 $5 Marshall Islands
First man on the moon.
BU Proof Lake First Man on the Moon.
Bill Betts.
One going to Bill Betts.
That's number 1.
Here's number 2. Do you have a preference, Bill? And one going to Bo.
One or two, Bill.
Either? All right.
Okay.
All right, so 1 to Bill, 1 to Bo. All right, and one more from Marshall Islands again. Just like the first two, we have 2 available. Come on, keyboard, knock it off. I've got a wireless keyboard and it goes through these stents where it wants to, like, not work. And it's really annoying. All right, $19.90, $5. These are the Heroes of the Battle of Britain. BU Proof Likes.
Jason,
1 going to Jason. And 1 to King and Queen.
which one do you want, Jason?
Jason, do you have a preference or do you care?
No preference. Okay.
Alrighty. What?
One's going to Jason and one's going to King and Queen.
Thank you. All right, back to Canada for a minute because we got some Canadian silver tonight. For those of you that like your silver, we got some silver $half from Canada. So every year of $half from Canada was low mintage. And an average of about 70% of all their different various coins have been melted down. So that tells you how many of these things are left for all of them. This is the 1858, 50 cent. This is already going to silver nitrate. He was quick on the draw. All right.
Grats.
Next up, 1859. Extremely fine. Go over 10. To King and Queen. TMI, dude. TMI.
Who sounds like your wife?
Next up, 1962 BU for $12. Going to silver nitrate. And the last one, 1965 BU. $12. King and Queen, congrats. All right. Now we are going to Liberia. So these next couple of coins, these are .999 pure silver. This is the 2000, year 2000, $20 Thomas Stonewall Jackson.
Rosebud suspect.
And this one's going to Rosebud. Only 20,000 of these minted. Rosebud, have we ever shipped to you?
No. I've already looked.
All right, Rosebud, before the end of the night, you must send us an email that has your shipping address and what PayPal you use or what email you use for PayPal. That has to be by the end of the night, or you do not get your coins. Email address is below the Punk Penguin. All right, and then also from the year 2000, this is the David Farragut If anybody out there is a Star Trek fan, this is the guy that the Starship the Farragut was mailed after. Or you already mailed it. All right, I will look in a sec. This is the guy that the Starship Farragut was named after. There we go. This is another .999 silver. Proof. Only 20,000 ever minted. Going for $25. Any takers? Yeah, the only email we have from you is to put you on the list. Unless you emailed us in a previous week. But I'd have to check our mailing list for that, and I'll do that in a minute. Man, really, nobody wants this one? There's only 20,000 of these ever made, guys. Pure silver, .999 pure. Yeah, Rosebud, you're going to have to email your stuff again. The only thing that was in the email we have right now is just you asking to get put on the mailing list. We need all your shipping information and everything.
And if your PayPal's different.
So yeah, shoot us another email. All right, moving on. All right, next up, we got 4 of the next coin available. Come on, keyboard, knock it off. These are the 1964 1 crowns from Bermuda. All 4 are brilliant uncirculated, 50% silver each. Only 470,000 ever minted. Figure at least half of those have been melted down. These are $17 each. Again, we got 4 available. There's number 1. There is number 2. Whoa. Number 3. And number 4. Any takers at $17 each?
I'll take number 2.
Aaron wants number 2. Number 2 going to Aaron. Anybody else? There's 3 left. Payment sent plus shipping info. I will keep an eye out. Anybody else? Last call on these. All right, moving on. Next up, this is our showcase item for tonight. And something you guys are constantly asking us to try and get. We finally have one. 1783 MOFF, 8 reals.
Silver nitrate.
And Silver Nitrate just jumped right on that one. He's like, mine, gimme.
They you go.
There you go, Silver. All right. All right, we're going to take a quick 5-minute break, and then we'll be back with American coinage. Oh, silver nitrate, in case you were interested. These are all $30 each. You missed these at the beginning. That's the 1863 50-cent fractional. So that's Civil War era. So that's $30, and then two of the 1923 horse blankets at $30 a piece. In case you're interested, or if anybody else that missed them was interested, those are all $30 each. All right, we will be back in 5. right, I'm back. All right, kicking off American coinage. Starting off with pennies. All right, we got a 1962 Lincoln Cent BE roll. 62 plain date. Going for $5. For anybody who ever wonders, we do not search these. We do not have the time for it. My sticker's coming off. Any takers at $5? Can I give you a total so far? Sure. Give me a sec. Doo-doo-doo. You're at 67 right now. You're welcome. All right, last call on this one. All right, moving on to the 1969 Denver B-roll. Also going for $5. And this one's going to Bill Betts. If anybody decides you want that 1962 roll, let me know. Next up, I got a couple of Rick Snow specials coming here. This is the 1911 Liberty V-Nickel Choice AU, graded by Rick Snow for $55. How often do you see a V-Nickel that looks that good? Any takers? That is a beautiful coin, folks. Hey, Randy. Yeah, you can bid in the 1962 roll. 1962 roll going to Randy. All right, last call on the V-Nickel. You are very welcome. All right, moving on to another Rick Snow special. This is the 1940 Denver Jefferson nickel, Choice BU, full steps, graded and attributed by Rick Snow, going for 25 bucks. That is what you're looking for in a nickel, guys. You want that full steps. And by the way, anytime you see a Rick Snow holder that says choice, that means it will grade at least a 64 if you were to send it in for grading. If it says gem, it means it will grade at least a 66 to a 67, most likely a 67. Choice is old school grading. Rick's an old school guy. He's been at it for 40 years. Last call, $25. All right, moving on. Got one more nickel for tonight. This is the 1985 Jefferson Proof Nickel, graded by PCGS Proof 69 Decam. 10 bucks. Less than the cost of the grading. Going to King and Queen. Congrats, King and Queen. All right. Getting into some older American now. Old American Silva. And I'm going to need the scope for these, so hopefully it's still working right. Hey, all right. All right, next one up. This is the 1840. That's supposed to say O, not D. 1840 New Orleans. Seated Liberty dime and about good. Going for 10 bucks. And you can just make out the O right there. Yes, sir, I do. That is coming up a little bit later. Any takers at 10 bucks?
They fixed it on this sheet.
Thank you. All right, moving on to the 1853 arrows at date. See the Liberty in fine. It has been cleaned, but it does have fine details. And it's a bit scratched up.
And it's price as a good.
Yeah, we do have a price as a good. I didn't realize before how bad the scratches in this section were, so I'll go $8 on this one. If anybody wants this for $8. Any takers at 8? Man, nobody wants it even at $8, huh? All right, moving on. To the 1875 San Francisco mint mark below the bow. See the Liberty Diamond good, going for 15. So anybody who knows these, of course, there is 2 varieties. You can have the mint mark below, which this one is, or the mint mark up here above. And the mint mark below is the rarer of the 2. Any takers? Going to Carl's Coins. Congrats, Carl. Next up, let's see who can type in first. There's 2 of these available. Get your fingers ready. 1876 Carson City, seated Liberty Dime. Good condition, 2 available, $18 each.
Hi, Ramon.
Hey, Ramon. 1 going to Aaron. 1 going to Silver Nitrate. Done and done. Here's your other one. Hey, Ramon, I got some stuff to show you at the end that hasn't sold yet that you probably would be interested in. Too slow on the keyboard? Oh, yeah, man. You got to have Ben sitting in your chat ready to go. So all you have to do is hit enter. All right. And then the next up is 1876 plain date. This one is in a VG, going for $15. Any takers at 15? Yeah, they heard Carson City and they're like, yep, I'll take it.
Those are hard to come by.
It's actually a bit more scratched up than I realized. I'll do this one for 10. Anybody want this one for $10? Knock $5 off because of those little scratches.
There.
Any takers at 10? You been on a CC binge lately? I'm always looking for Carson City coins because I know how much you guys love them. All right, and then we've also got the same coin. This one has been hold right over here, but it does have VF details. So because of that, it's only 20 bucks. And then it's also a love coin. I know some of you like to collect these love coins.
No.
This one, I have no idea if there was ever a mint mark on it because they rubbed the back blank and then did the initials on it. But there is a big collector base for these love coins. And the reason people did these was because, you know, they were getting married or engaged or whatever, and they couldn't afford to go get an actual ring. And, you know, back in these days, even giving somebody a silver dime, that was a decent bit of wealth. So that's why they did these.
Which one?
Which one, King and Queen? You want the love coin or do you want the other? The CCs are already sold, Brandon.
Okay.
Love coin. All right.
I just wanted to make sure. Hi, Far North.
Hey, Far North. All right, so did anybody want this one at the lower price? The 10 bucks. $1876 plain date. Last call on it. All right, we're going to move on to the 1877 plain date. Sweet Liberty dime. Good condition, going for 15 bucks. I keep telling Ramon he needs to tell his boss to give him a freaking vacation. Dude's working himself to death.
Right.
The love coin was 20, King and Queen. Last call on this one, 15 bucks. All right, moving on to the 1888 San Francisco. Good condition, 15 bucks. It's kind of tough to see it on this, but the S is actually down there. You can just see the top hook of it. It's like right there. moving on. Last seated Liberty night dime of the night. 1891 San Francisco in VF. Going for $30. There's your San Francisco mint marker out there. Any takers? If something starts at 8, it would be 9 for you. Right now. All right, last call on this one. All right, moving on. All right, if anybody decides you want any of those seated dimes, let me know. We're moving on to seated quarters. Just going back to the overhead. Seated quarters is kicking off with the 1854 arrows at date. In fine. Going for $20. Any takers? By the way, if anybody doesn't know the seated Liberty stuff too well, if you go look all of it up, the mintages on all of them were really low and their survival is even lower.
And far north.
This one's going to Far North. Congrats, Far North. Next up, 1858. This one's in about good, going for $10. And going to Far North. Just don't need any seated dimes. You got them all? Go away, stupid Walmart ad. Be gone. Next up, 1861 seated quarter. This one's in poor, but it is enough. You can see the date. Going for $8. Oh, no, you're just picky on them now. You just want the best. Only the best. $8 on a seated quarter is a fantastic price in any condition. And I don't know, you guys might be able to make out if there's actually a mint mark on this thing.
But we couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell.
And Far North. Okay.
Going to Far North. And next up, 1877. And about good. Going for $10. And then we've also got the same one, 1877 and pour for $8. So $8, $10. Or heck, if anybody wants both, I'll do both for 15. Just if you want both, say bin both. Any takers? All right, moving on. Anybody decide you want one of those, let me know. All right, next up, we got the 2009 silver quarter proof set for $35. That makes it less than $6 per quarter. Here's your District of Columbia. This is going to far north. There's your American Samoa. Northern Marianas Islands. U.S. Virgin Islands. D.C. And Guam.
Congrats.
Oh wait, that's got 2 DCs in it. So which ones am I missing? Oh, it's missing the Puerto Rico. I just realized that. So you're getting 2 DCs but no Puerto Rico. Is that okay, far north? You find somebody that's got an extra Puerto Rico, you can trade them the DC for it.
Okay.
That's fine. Cool. All right. Next up, Rick Snow Special. 2017, San Francisco. This is the 225th Anniversary Enhanced Edition. Brilliant uncirculated. Typo on the price. That's supposed to say 20, not 10. Let me nix that. That would be selling it for less than I got it for. There we go. That's the corrected. There we go. $20. Enhanced uncirculated. I personally thought these were really cool. Because they have, like, you know, some of the devices have the proof mirror finish on them. I thought they were neat. Any takers?
Yes, it is. Do you have the price on that wrong too?
Yep.
Last call.
Moving on. And the next one, I had to correct a typo on the next one too. I had the price wrong on this one as well. Bill, this is the one you were asking about. This is the 2019 Denver Gem Uncirculated Proof-like from the Rocket Ship set. This is a special coin that was made just for that set that's got the proof finish. So it's got that mirror finish. Not very many of these were ever made. This is going for 22 bucks. Gem Uncirculated Proof-like. All the little scratches you're seeing are in this, not the coin.
The plastic. But since we don't take them out of the Rick Snow holders, since he seals it.
Any takers? I think there was only like something like 1 million of these were made. It's really low. This one's going to Ramon. Oops. Congrats, Ramon. Oh yeah, I had a typo.
Yeah, he didn't wear his glasses while he was doing it.
Oh, I gave you the wrong one. That's that one. There we go. All right, next up, we got some Ikes. First one, we got 2 available. 1971 plain date. Excuse me. These were the ones that were not in the mint sets. They were released after the mint sets were already made. So that's why finding 71s in BU is tough, because usually they were out in circulation. These are going for $5. Any takers? $5 each. And then we've also got the 71 Denver, which of course also not found in mint sets. If anybody wants one of each, I'll do it as a set for $8. Just say Ben set. So $5 individually, or if you get both of them, $8.
Ben all.
And Rosebud is just taking all of them. So I'll give you 8 and then 5. So $13 will be your total for those. And that one needs to get a new holder. It punched through on that side. Alright, so I'll switch that one to 3.
Sorry, Aaron.
And check Rosebud's weight with those added. All right, next up is the 1972 Type 1 BU. And going to Rosebud. Rosebud, you're going to be upgrading to a small flat rate box here shortly. If you keep grabbing Ike's, just to let you know.
Yeah, because Ike's way. Okay. And if you want, we can hold it.
All right, next, 1972 Denver, brilliant uncirculated. Going to Silver Nitrate. Congrats, Silver. No Type 3s? Nope, no Type 3s tonight. Next up is 1974 Denver. This one's only in an AU, so I'm doing this one for $2. And this one's going to BK Gold.
Have I shipped nothing before?
Have we ever shipped you BK Gold?
Yes.
Never mind. Yes, we have. All right. We have your info.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, no, but we do. But we have
your info.
Yeah, but you did send us your info at some point, so we've got it. Because we got your stuff on a card. Hey, Jim. All right, next up, 1977 Plain Date BU, $4. Going to Rosebud. And for those of you that wanted these, I do have more of some of these if you want me to check. Just let me know at the end what dates you want, and I will see if we got them, because we do have a lot of Ikes in right now. The 71 or the 72 Type 2, I know we don't have. All right, last one on the list at least. 1978 BU. Going to King and Queen. Congrats, King and Queen. All right, last lot of the night, and then we will go back through again anything that anybody wants to see again. All right, so this full lot's going for $22. It's 3 coins. You're getting the 2018 Denver and Philadelphia, both position A's. Jim BU. These are the Jim Thorpe. And you're also getting the reverse proof 69 graded by NGC. And you're getting all 3 coins for $22. So there's your Denver and Philly and your reverse proof. And this is going to Bill Betts. Congrats, Bill.
Just punched right through it again.
Yeah, that was the issue I was having with those the other day. All right, Ramon, you missed these. Something I think you might want to see again. Or have a chance to see, rather. Yep, one sec, Rosebud. So these Ramon are the other two Rick Snow coins. Is the 1911. Oop, wrong coin. The 1911 Choice AU Liberty Nickel for 55. And then the 1940 Denver Choice Uncirculated Full Steps for 25. So if you wanted those, or if anybody else wanted them.
Night, Bill Butts.
Been both? All right. Both going to Ramon. All right. And then all three of the U.S. currencies are still available. This is the Civil War era 50-cent fractional currency, 1863, which is $30. And then there are two of the horse blanket notes, both 1923s, also $30 each. So is anybody interested in either of these? Or any of these? Again, two 1923 horse blankets and the 1863 Civil War era fractional.
Rosebud is in a flat rate box. No. Because
All right.
not 5 ounces.
Rosebud, you have upgraded to a flat rate. So if you want us to hold it so you can fill it up, let us know. So you're going to have $4.50 added to your shipping.
And I know he paid some.
Yeah, he paid for that one already.
Yeah.
Or she. Alright, 5, 10, 15, or 5, 10, 13, 17, 21. You're going to be at $25.50, Rosebud, with the updated shipping. King Queen wants to know how this package is coming along. And then we did have some foreign silver left if anybody wanted to see it. A little bit.
You have plenty of room.
You still got a lot of room, King and Queen. All right, so if anybody wants these, let me know on the notes. All right, the leftover foreign coins, the silvers. As soon as I find it on my list. There it is. All right, so there was the $2,020 Civil War David Farragut, 0.999 pure silver proof, only 20,000 ever minted. This one's $25. Going to far north.
Ramon's the Civil War one.
Oh, Ramon, those were all $30 a piece for the American banknotes. All right, and then the 1964 Bermuda Crowns. There's 3 of these left. $17 each. 470,000 of these ever minted. Figure 70% of those have probably been melted down. These are all BUs. Got 1 going to King and Queen. Leaves 2 left. And Far North has taken the other 2.
Who asked? Was it Far North?
Far North. Yeah, Far North wanted to know how much room in the package.
Crap.
Rosebud, it was
A lot.
Far North. You have a lot of room. 5, 10, 13, 17, 21. $25.50 Far North. Or not Far North, Rosebud. $25.50. That's your total to pay right now. Here, Ramon, let me just link these to you. All right, go ahead and ship it. All right. There's the fractional one, Ramon. And then there is the 2 horse blankets. So $30 for each for all of that. Oh, for foreign currency. Who bought the Russian set?
It was Aaron.
Aaron? All right, because I forgot to mark it on here. There we go. All right. For the foreign currency, we've got the Belarus 1992 10 ruble still available. This one is $2. And then yeah, I marked it down, Aaron. And then the 1939 5 francs French banknote is $4. So if anybody was interested in either of these are still available. Silver Nitrate wants the French. Ramon wants the 1863 American.
Silver Nitrate.
All right. Oh, did anybody else want me to look for Ikes?
Silver Nitrate, did you want yours? Actually, yours is getting shipped out, regardless. Never mind.
I mean, if it's being mentioned in the reference of coins, I'm fine with it. But other than that, I'd prefer, yeah, keep it out.
Silver Nitrates is
Just because I don't want anybody to get offended, you know? That's for Ramon.
Okay.
Silver Nitrate what?
His package is going out.
Silver Nitrate, your package is all full. So it's going to be going out. Did anybody want the Belarus for $2? I just showed you the foreign silver that didn't sell. That was literally all of it.
Yeah.
You want more silver Ikers? So do I. Far north, there's a foreign silver coin here I could sell you for $2,000. But I'm going to guess it's probably out of your price range. Ramon's taking the kitty. Yeah, it's only $2,000.
Oh, is that the one coin on the berry stick?
Yeah. Anybody want to see a $2,000 coin? Hang on a second, I gotta find it.
That's 30,000.
Was that the one, or was that the one that was way off?
I don't know.
I think that was the one that was off. There was that one.
I'll show you a 10K penny laugh out loud.
Okay, I guess that. I'll show you guys two really expensive ones.
And these are not ours.
This is the 1910 one florin from Australia. So, you know, if anybody wants that one for $2K. And then British India, 1945, 1 rupee AU. It's going to be $800 if anybody wanted it. Like I've always said, man, foreign coins they've got their coins that are just as valuable as any American coin.
Here. That way I can put them back.
So those are a couple of big ones.
Really expensive.
Yeah, those aren't technically ours. bring up a Gothic crown and I'm selling what I need to sell to get it. Oh, I have no doubt. All right, was there anything else anybody wanted to see before we say goodnight? Is there anybody that wanted me to check Ike's? Alien coin.
Don't have an alien coin yet.
Yep, still no alien coins. Working on it. Not yet. And then we are still trying to get more of the Hunter foreign boxes going. We're trying to find places to get the foreigns.
Without raising the price
and,
for you guys.
Yeah, and then foreign silver has been getting harder to come by lately, so that's why, lately you haven't seen half the list being foreign silver coins. But we are working on trying to get all of it. Just bear with us. We'll get it again eventually. We always get everything again eventually. That's just the nature of the coins is, sometimes you can get stuff all day long and then suddenly it just dries up and disappears. But then you can get other stuff you couldn't get before.
Alright, we're going to get out of here.
Yeah, we're going to get out of here. We'll start getting the invoices all done and sent out on PayPal. Reminder, everybody, Friday night, we're having the auction. That's the Black Friday auction. That's all of the...
Most of the stuff starts at $1.
Yep, almost every lot. Not every lot, but almost every lot is going to start at $1. Even silver lots starting at $1. So come and check that out. And then that list will be out in the emails tomorrow. Again, I haven't decided if I'm going to allow pre-purchase on that or not. If I do, there will be a second number next to each item that will be the buy it now number. And that's the number you'll have to go off of if you want to buy it now. And then hopefully by like Thursday or Friday, I'll have the next Monday's list out. So I am really busy right now. I've got a ton going on, so bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get everything caught up. I'll get there. So, all right, everybody have a great night.
Not all.